What? You haven't yet copped Flea merch?
Link in bio.
Alright, but what's up guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be ranking every Fortnite montage on a tier list. And that does sound kind of impossible because there are millions of Fortnite montages, so let me explain. So basically what I mean by this is I've got the best montage from every single editor, and I'm gonna rank them on the tier list. Keep in mind though that every single montage on this video is gonna be absolutely insane. So for anyone who even made it into this video should be very proud of themselves. But just before the video starts, if you could like, subscribe, notifications on, join the Discord, code Flea in the item shop, Flea merch link in bio, code Flea on Control Freaks, code Flea also on your premium membership. Yo, okay, not that membership. Nah, but anyway, this video is going to be super fun to make, so let's get right into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are with the tier list. As you can see, we just got the default S tier, A, B, C, and then the Flea tier. So pretty much what the Flea tier is you guys would have gone crazy if I didn't put one of my own montages in there, and I didn't want to rank my own montages in with everyone else, so I'm just going to put my montage in that first tier. So we are in Photoshop with a super long tier list, so we have 20 montages that I'm going to be ranking today. Starting off with my montage, which probably is my favorite that I've done, so I'm just going to chuck that straight in the Flea tier, and that's the only thing that's going to go on the Flea tier because that's the only one of my montages I'm going to put on the list. That montage is actually insane. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, I literally do not know what you're doing. Definitely my favorite montage I've ever worked on. By the way guys, all these montages will be linked in the description. So I made that montage with my man 12th Hour, so we're going to be doing 12th Hour's best montage, which in my opinion was his Inception edit. So it just starts off as like a generic lovely montage, but then it just watch this.
Hey, the beat go off?
12th is back. So this is like his coming back little edit. It's so sick, man. So that's why it was my favorite, man. Literally the first time that came out, I literally got chills watching it. In my personal opinion, my favorite edit from 12 is definitely the edit that he did with me on that collab montage I was just talking about. But apart from that video, this one was my favorite, and I'm gonna be putting it straight into the A tier. And well, I might as well start off the video with all my homies. So next up, we got my man Milliam, and my favorite montage from him was honestly his Save Me montage. This was insane. This montage was so iconic. Just check this out. It's just, man, it's so cool. I actually put out a tweet this morning asking you guys which montage was your all-time favorites, and so many of you guys said Milliam's Save Me montage. So I think that definitely deserves a spot in the A tier. Now next up we got my man EJ. Now EJ has done so many banger montages back in the day, but I kind of wanted all the montages on this list to be recent, so I'm definitely gonna put EJ and Milliam's dualtage. The clips that EJ got in that montage were actually insane, and that was probably my favorite edit from Milliam. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this does deserve an S tier spot, man. I just love this montage so much. Now next up, you already know, I got my boy Cuddyman with his OCD edit. This edit is honestly just the biggest vibe, man. I can't actually play the audio because it's copyright, but man, I just love this dude. Bro, this part right here where the character just splits.
My daddy, my mama, myself, we all destined to fall. Currently the
Oh man, it's such a vibe. Cuddy did so well on this montage. This is straight up, no doubt, going in the A tier. Alright, so next up, now one of my all-time favorite montages is Desolate by Team NorCal. Now just the intro to this montage is like an actual movie. But not only that, even the montage itself is also a movie. Like, bro, it is insane. So that montage 100% without a doubt definitely deserves an S tier spot. Next up, which is hands down the best montage on this list by a mile, is It's Jerian's 1 million subscribers special. And basically, the whole montage is just Zexro dying. But when you thought it couldn't get any better, he does a calculator transition into L dancing. Bro, this montage is so good. This is gonna get a tier of its own. This montage is the only montage that straight up deserves the God tier. Boom. Now next up, one of my favorite montages of all time. In fact, all of these montages are my favorite, but this one is just such a vibe, man. By my man Shiv, called Shine. If you haven't seen this montage yet, I do not know what you're doing, dude. Just watch the intro, it is so cool.
I'm trying to put cards.
Such a vibe, bro. The flow as well, man. This montage is absolutely amazing. One of my favorites. Definitely got to put that right in the A tier. All right, now next up, we got my man Exu, who made an iconic montage back in the day called 808. I remember watching this montage for the first time, man, and it's just such a vibe. Actually, I think I made a reaction to this video. Exu has such a cool style, man. Unfortunately, he doesn't upload as many videos anymore, but this montage still definitely deserved a spot on the list. I'm going to put that right here in the first slot of the B tier. Now, next up, and also a good friend of Exu's, is my man Regal. You guys may have remembered him from my 5 editors video, but I almost forgot about the edit that he did from me, which was actually the biggest vibe, so it's definitely the one that I picked. You guys may have remembered this edit from the video. It's so cool, man. His style is just like so unique. I love it, man. I could not forget about my man Regal, so he's gonna sit right there in the B tier. Now, since we're on the topic of people from my 5 editors video, my man Steezy and his edit that he did for me, the Blade montage, this thing is actually insane. I shouldn't have to show you guys this montage. You should have already seen it, but if you haven't, this is just the most mind-blowing montage like ever, bro. Like, just look at this, man. It's like stuff you've never seen before in a Fortnite montage. I don't know about you guys, that definitely deserves the spot up here in the A tier, man. That was just so mind-blowing. All right, now the list is getting pretty big, but next up we got Crunchy's montage Came From Nothing. So I actually went through Crunchy's entire channel today, and every montage is insane. But if I had to pick one, it Came From Nothing was definitely the most unique that I saw. Just the intro to this montage is like a story. The voice that you're listening to actually matches this little comic that he made. It's like 3D. It's so cool, man. Plus the edit is so cool. Like, what? Even this sniper clip right here? That is just so cool, man. Every single one of Crunchy's edits are actually insane, and he definitely deserved a spot on the list. I'm gonna put this montage right in the B tier. Once again, keep in mind, guys, this list is just my personal preference. Every montage on this list is literally insane, and you should all go check them out. Next up, now probably one of, if not the best 3D Fortnite editors ever, is my man Noko. Now, he does all the NorCal intros, like all those insane 3D intros. He was the 3D guy I was telling you about earlier. Well, he normally does intros nowadays, but for full-fledged montages, he actually made a montage for Saw, and this thing is just an absolute vibe. Still one of my favorite montages to this day. And I can't actually play this song, but he's got a really good Drake song as well. He's got the bullet going around the text and everything. He probably thinks this is really outdated, and he did make it a long time ago, but it's still just the biggest vibe. I love it, man. This montage for its time was definitely an A tier, but now that it's almost a year and a half later, I'm gonna put this comfortably in the B tier. Although in saying that, every single 3D intro he does is 100% god tier. He's insane. You should definitely go check him out. Next up, we got my man Flex Edit with his insane montage called Pain. Now this montage, when I first saw it, was literally mind-blowing. Honestly, the biggest vibe. Once again, I can't actually play the audio because of copyright music, but bro, this, just trust me, go and watch this, man. You will not be disappointed. There's so many little effects in this video that is just makes it so much better. This montage, in my opinion, is definitely A tier, but he does change the song halfway through, so I'd rate the second half a B. But judging on the first half of the montage, I'm gonna keep it in the A tier, just because, man, I just always seem to be going back to that montage and watching it. It's awesome. Now, finishing up here, we only got a few left. Next up is my man Axiom with his montage that's titled The Best Edited Fortnite Montage You've Ever Seen. So the title is pretty generic, but don't let that fool you. This has got to be one of my all-time favorite Fortnite edits like ever. Bro, the cinematics in this montage is just, you got to watch the whole thing, trust me. Such a vibe, bro. Bro, I have to show you this. Check it out. Oh, man. Man, it's so good. Okay, one more. This last cinematic is so good. Oh man, biggest vibe ever. Now, honestly, I would put this in the S tier, but they weren't the most insane clips that I ever seen. Keep in mind, he did get the clips himself, so he isn't like some cracked creative warrior. But regardless, this definitely deserves a spot over here in the A tier. Man, the A tier is getting pretty big, not gonna lie. Let's move on to the next montage, which is by my man, Dia Edits. Dia is always coming up with the most coolest and unique ideas for montages. Today, I'm gonna be ranking his Carolina montage, which is so iconic. Actually made over a year ago. Dia's montages are always just so upbeat and happy. Like he's got that real like happy vibe to his montages. And just look at this, man. It's just like, this was a year ago as well. So this is still like really cool. And it's just feel good vibes when you watch his montages. That montage has a very well-deserved spot in the B tier, man. If you're after some feel good montages, Dia is definitely the guy to go to. Next up, I think I probably said next up 20 times this video, but next up we probably got the most unique person on this list. My man STZ with his montage, flashiest Fortnite montage ever. And this was actually edited by his good friend Chevy, which did an insane job with the editing. This is the most mind-blowing montage you ever watch. Just let me give you a preview. Just to give you an idea of what this montage is like. It's just like something so unique. If you're into this stuff, man, it's really cool. I'm going to be putting this montage straight over into the A tier. Definitely a well-deserved spot. Everything about this montage is just something you've never seen before, which is why it deserves an A tier spot, in my opinion. Coming down to the last three montages, here we have my man ShooterTime with his Space Dash montage. This thing, when it came out, literally blew everyone's mind, and I think this was the montage that started the Space Dash trend. Either way, ShooterTime is just notorious for his montages, and this one is definitely his best. Just his effects on this, man. Just everything about this montage, man. There's so many like little things that you watch, and it's just like so satisfying to watch. All right, looks like we're scrolling again, because this once again deserves a spot in the A tier. The second last montage for this tier list. This is actually a montage someone showed me this morning, and I'm so glad they did, because this is probably one of the best montages I've ever seen in a long time. And this is by my man Sparky, and it's called I Love Me Better, and it's a 4K montage. Literally the whole thing is just, like I've been saying every single time, the biggest vibe, but this is actually the biggest vibe. Not only is this montage insane, but it's 4 minutes long. Like, this thing's a movie, man. It's just so good. Like, I started watching it thinking I'm just gonna get like a little preview, and I ended up watching it the entire thing all the way to the end. Not gonna lie, man, this is like almost an S tier montage. This is like an A tier montage, but it's 4 minutes long. Like, feels like you watch a 10-minute montage when you watch it. It's like an S or an A. I'm just actually gonna put it right in the S. Probably just because I watched it this morning and it's still really fresh for me. It's just, I love this montage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the last montage on the tier list, I saved the best one for last. Is, of course, you already know, the Knockout 100k team Taj called Devotion. This montage, when I first saw it, just gave me the biggest goosebumps. Honestly, just blew everyone's mind. Even Clicks watched it on stream and just lost his mind. Once again, we got the CEO of 3D, my man Noko, with the intro. I told you guys, he was insane. This is probably the best Fortnite intro of all time, period. Like, what? How cinematic is this, man? It's just, honestly, one word to describe this: insane. You guys already know where I'm gonna put this, in the god tier spot at the top. In fact, it's gonna overtake It's Jerian's montage. Sorry, It's Jerian, but this just deserves its own tier. It is that good. Anyway, guys, this was probably a super long video, but if you did make it to the end, I really hope you enjoyed. This is the final result of the tier list. So as you can see, no one got into the C tier. None of these montages deserve to go in the C tier, man. They were all insane. Everyone who made them honestly did such an amazing amazing job. Every single link to all these montages will be in the description. Just do yourself a favor and just click through them one by one. You will not be disappointed. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Remember, Flea merch, link in bio, code Flea, you already know. If you got any more ideas for tier lists, leave them down in the comments. I'd love to know. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.